In Chapter 85 of Moby Dick, Ishmael explains that a whale needs to spout water because it has lungs and can't breathe through its mouth when it's underwater. He is somewhat mystified by what exactly the spout is, water or water vapor, but speculates as to its nature. He concludes that it is made of mist. In Chapter 86 of Moby Dick, Ishmael celebrates the whale's tail, waxing poetic on its size, texture, and musculature. He calls it strong, beautiful, and charming, so much so that he has an inability to express it. In Chapter 87 of Moby Dick, Ishmael takes a moment to describe the Pequod's position and some of the geography of the oceanic area. The ship is moving out of the Indian Ocean. Pirates chase the ship, but are easily outrun. These pirate ships look like detached white vapors, rising and falling, something like the spouts of the whales. And soon, a large group of whales is seen in the distance. The spout of the whale is described and discussed. One whale of the group is killed. Chapter 88 of Moby Dick is all about groups of whales. Whales travel in schools, most often made up of one male and many females and young, or large groups of young males or females. Of the former groups, which are strangely like harems, once the males get old, they leave the school to live alone. In Chapter 89 of Moby Dick, Ishmael backtracks to something he mentioned in Chapter 87 about waifs and waif poles. Fast fish are whales that are connected to the boat or ship, and they belong to whoever has them fastened this way. They are also considered fast if they have a waif, a little flag stuck in the whale's flesh showing ownership. Loose fish are whales that can be claimed by anyone. He uses an illustrative story about a court case to show that these rules are sometimes hard to interpret. In our own lives, he concludes, we are all both fast fish and loose fish ourselves. Aren't our own national boundaries and properties examples of claiming and controlling that which is beyond ownership? In Chapter 90 of Moby Dick, Ishmael notes that in Britain, any whale captured along the coast belongs to Britain, its head presented to the king and tail to the queen. Just as Ishmael praised the sperm whale for its magnificent head, he now gives some attention to the other parts of the whale, again weaving the plot and descriptive and technical chapters together, using a combination of imagery and outright references. In Chapter 87, as the whaleboat is dragged along by the harpooned whale, it tore a white gash in the sea. White signifies danger.